Hey everyone, DarthRaichu here. SuperLiminal is such a good game. And when I say that, I'm not taking it lightly. I mean this is a really good game. It's a puzzle game in the first person where you control a person who has just entered a dream at this weird institute that's supposed to help them realize certain aspects of life that they've been having trouble with previously. The main puzzle part of the game is that there's basically no depth perception to anything. My best way to describe it is such. If you hold something really close to your face, it appears to be huge, right? If you hold another thing that is a decent distance away, but is actually huge, those two objects can appear to be the same size. In this game, there is no difference in the two. They can both be equally considered as small, but right up in your face, or huge, but far away. You can convert an item that is initially small into something that is large by just changing your perspective, by clicking and dragging it to that inherent perspective. SuperLiminal uses this mechanic it made so beautifully. For example, if there's some sort of overhang above you that you need to be able to reach in order to keep moving forward, and all you have is a few tiny die, just go ahead and change your perspective to be able to create a step of sorts out of one of the die to reach the overhang. This feature is also used in a lot of other creative ways. In one case, there was no way out of the current room I was in, but there was a little toy house. What I was able to do was resize that house to make it big enough for me to walk into, and I was able to continue on my merry way, roaming through that same house. There are also multiple times where something is imprinted on the wall, and when you go to look at it at just the right perspective, you see that that imprint looks like an item that is able to be reached out upon and grabbed at. And you'd be right. Go ahead and grab that imprint right off the wall and bam, there's your item, ready to be used. Also, in the story, there are several different themes that you come across in your journey. For example, there's a section where you find red smeared across the floor and the walls, with red handprints strewn, and the lights around you are either flickering or completely turned off. Could that red liquid by chance be blood? You continue moving on and see an outline of a head looking at you from behind a window. Could this be the one that created all this blood? No, it's just an enlarged chess piece, propped up on a stool that mimics the shape of a head. You reach the end of the section and realize it was all just red paint. There was no real danger. The perspective you took into believing that there was something dangerous going on, when in fact it was just paint and there was no real danger, and you created the danger all by yourself. The music in this game is also very good. It changes based off the areas that you're in and pops in and out at very precise times to help drive the mood along oh so well. The game also manages to house an incredible story. You play as a person whom has been facing a lot of dilemmas recently. May that be that you've just felt the world has been crushing in on you, or maybe you're just a bit depressed about your current situation. Well, you end up attending this dream therapy in which you find yourself in this elaborate series of puzzle rooms, which can only be solved by changing your perspective. You see in this world, everything may seem to be terrible and unjust, looking at everything in just one direction, but when you change your perspective, you can see everything that the world has to offer, and you're able to solve puzzles thought to be unsolvable by those aforementioned views. And this game is showing you that this whole time. In order to drive the story, it makes you think in certain ways from the puzzle aspect of the game. All you need to do is look at the world a little differently, and you will have accomplished anything that you set your mind to. It could have just been a basic puzzle game and that would have been fun, but it created a message through the story that it tied in with the core gameplay, and that is why I love this game so much. I highly recommend playing this, and if you happen to own a Game Pass subscription, it's included on there. I also like it a lot because you get achievements for pulling fire alarms. I'm pretty sure you get 3 achievements for pulling fire alarms. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go pull a fire alarm in a nearby hospital.